Well, g'day everybody and welcome back. So where are we at? I've had this starter motor in bits, as you know, and I've cleaned all the parts. I got rid of all the old glue that was in there and on the back of that magnet, and I've re-glued it in. So it seems to be holding fine. Cleaned up the commutator, tested the commutator, so you just want to make sure that it's not going to ground, basically. It's not shorting out, and that's fine. The brushes are really badly worn, but we're going to try and see if we can get to church with the brushes the way they are. So just putting it back together now. There's a little tang here that I had to hammer down that locates this plate. And all I need to do now is put put this back into the cover and put the cover back on. Certainly feels better. Right, so we've got our freshly rebuilt starter motor. Well, rebuilt. Needs new brushes, but it'll hopefully get us going anyway. Hold your tongue right. And there she blows. Reconnect the battery. See if we can't get this to church. Ha-ha! Righto. Happy days. We have a functioning starter motor. Was that what was the electrical gremlin or whatever that was keeping this bike from running? I highly doubt it. But stranger things have happened. Alright, so we're going to do a compression check. We want above 100. Well, we've got 100, which is not horrible given that this engine sat for 20 years. It at least has compression in that cylinder. How about the next one? Of course, what's important with compression checks is that they're all similar, you know, within about 10% of each other. Number 2's down. It's only got about 75. Zero compression. Zero compression. On 3. Now it's quite possible it's just a stuck valve or something. We're not going to completely die yet. Let's have a look at this one. The batteries died. It looked like we were going to go okay. Alright, so what have we determined from that? We've got no compression on number 3. So what can cause no compression? It can be a hole in a piston. It can be a burnt out valve. It can be poorly adjusted valve shims. It could be worn out rings. There are ways you can check. So what I'm doing now is I'm just having a sticky beak in there to see if I can see anything. Piston's coming up and I can't see any holes in it. Now if we were cranking well, we could put a tablespoon of oil down in there and that'll let you know whether it's piston rings or whether it's piston. We might try that. So that'll tell you whether it's, put a bit of oil in there and it'll tell you whether or not it's the piston rings or whether it's a valve clearance, valve issue. Because if it's the piston rings, that oil will run down and make a seal. So I'll just plug the old compression test back in. See if we can't get it to chooch one more time and get a little bit of squish. Come on, one more time. No. She no chooch. Alright, in the absence of a starter motor, you got to do what you can. So we've got 55 PSI then. Be interesting to see what it would do if we had a functioning starter. It needs new brushes. Other than that, I think the starter's alright. Alright, let's give that a go. .55 PSI is the best I can get out of that. So something amiss with cylinder 3. It might be something simple, it might just be a leaky valve. There is a way we can check. I need to take the rocker cover off and do a leak down test. There we go. Rightio. So the reason I wanted to do that was I wanted to visually inspect the top of this motor, which doesn't look too bad, just quietly. And I wanted to make sure that we had number 3 cylinder on top of the descenter before we go doing the, somewhere there. Let's see if we've got any clearance under the valve, under the bloody cam. Anything. Let's go really thin. See if we've got something under there. No. Yes. Right, intake side, there's just about no clearance. That's a 0.08 millimetre or 3 thou. Let's go smaller. 1.5 thou. See if we can get 1.5 thou under there. Okay, we can get 1.5 thou under there. That's too too neat. But let's plug the leak down tester on and see what it comes back with. Right, leak down set to 0, plug in. It's saying it's got low leak. There's nothing coming out the inlet valve. There's nothing coming out the exhaust. I wonder if the compression tester wasn't seated properly. Let's check again. No. It's only about 30% leakage. Where's the old compression tester? Let's try that again. No. So I'm going to go to 55, 50, 55, so there's something not right in there. So essentially the cylinder head's going to have to come off. Alright. Righto, so we've got a starter motor that needs new brushes and we've got no compression on number 3. 50, it's the best we can get, 50 psi. The other 3 are okay, they're at the lower end of the scale, but considering it's been sitting so long, what I need to do now is just check in with the owner and just see how much further he wants me to go with it. Essentially, the motor's going to have to come apart at the top end at least. The head will have to come off and possibly the barrels and see what we got in there, but I just need to touch base with him. So we'll leave it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll catch you next time on Andy's Motorcycle Obsessions. Bye for now.